So in this lesson, we are going to learn how to make our drum sounds using our drum sprite. All right. So whenever we click on the drum sprite, it's going to make a drum sound. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, where we have our blocks, these blocks actually control what happens to our sprites, all right, our backdrops, everything, all right. For example, move 10 steps. You telling the sprite to move 10 steps means it should move 10 steps from wherever it was when it got that command, move 10 steps, all right. So these are our blocks, all right. So what we want to do now is to add a music extension block, because that's the block we want to work with, music, drum, all right. Music, drum, all right. So to do that, go to the bottom left of your screen where you have add extension. If you hover over it, that's what you're going to see, add extension, and you click on it and you just click on music, boop, and tada, you can see music blocks have appeared, all right. So the blocks help you to give your sprites and your backdrop commands, all right? That's what the sprites and the backdrop understand, all right? That's what they understand, commands, all right? So what we're going to do now is to tell our sprites when to make the drum sound, all right? We need to tell our drum sound when to make the drum sound, and to do that we need a block called the event block, all right? Now these are the event blocks we have here, all right? The fourth one, the fourth category under blocks, all right? Now the event blocks are blocks that start up a code or a program, all right? So you can see that they all start with when. That's the keyword all of them have, when, all right? When green flag clicked, when space key pressed, when, and when, all right? So in this case, we want our drum sprite to make a drum sound when the drum is clicked. Do you get that? So when the drum is clicked, make this sound, play this sound, produce this sound, all right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring out when this sprite clicked, all right? Make sure that the drum sprite is selected, all right? If the drum sprite is not selected, just click on it. Then bring out when this sprite clicked, all right? When this sprite clicked. So pause this video, make sure your drum sprite is selected by clicking on it. Bring out your event block that says when this sprite clicked, and then come back, click play, and we'll continue, all right? Welcome back. Now we have added our first event block when the sprite clicked, all right? And remember, we're talking about the drum sprite. So what should happen? When the sprite is clicked, what should happen? So remember we added music extension blocks, right? So now this is where we get to use them. So go to the music category, which is the last one, all right? And then bring out the first block, play, drum, snare drum. That's the first block, bring it out. Now you don't just leave your block anywhere on the screen and say, oh, after all, I've brought it out, all right? It doesn't work that way. You can see that the event block has a certain shape under, and the play drum block has a certain shape too, that looks like the shape of the bottom of the event block, all right? So that means we need to join them together. If it's just hanging there, it's not going to work because it's not going to feel like it's connected to that one, all right? So we need to join them together, all right? So just take it close. When it gets close enough, you leave it and it joins automatically, all right? So pause this video, bring out your play drum sound, all right, for 0.25 bits, and come back, click play, and we'll continue, all right? Welcome back. Now we have been able to code for our drum, at least at a basic level, all right? What's the code? When this sprite click, play drum, snare drum for 0.25 beats. Alright? That's like a very small part of a second. Alright? It's going to play it like boom, very, very short. Boom, boom, very, 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 very short. Alright? Not up to 1 second. Alright? So now let's test what we just coded. Alright? When this sprite click, play drum, snare drum for 0.25 beats. Let's test that now. Can you see that? It's actually working. Alright? So make sure your code is working like mine. Make sure your drum sprite is actually making sound. If it's not, just rewind the video, rewatch again, find out where you missed it, and then I'll see you in the next lesson where we are going to code for our singer.